Today we're going to do W1seGuy, which is a recent room release from TryHackMe. The room focuses on cryptography. So today's video is on cryptography. The description of the room says, a wise guy once said the answer is usually as plain as day. I agree. Okay, so we have two tasks here. The first task is to download the source code. The source code is written in Python, and by reading the source code you'll be able to understand the nature of the challenge and what you are required to do. Task 2, you'll be required to get the flags. So the first thing we're going to do is to click on start machine, and then you have the option to connect to the machine using your own attacker machine or by invoking the attack box. Okay, so the way to do the challenge after starting the machine and connecting to the machine, the first thing is to connect to the target machine using the port 1337. So here we go to Kali and we use NC followed by the IP address and the port. Once we connect, let me check, 143.98. So it's not the correct IP. Let's copy the IP address. Okay, so this is the output once we connect. This XOR encoded text has a flag 1. So this is a kind of hexadecimal text actually, but it is derived from an encoded cipher or encoded text. So what happens here is the flag itself, or flag 1, has been XORed and then encoded to hexadecimal. That's the origin of the cipher text we see here. So this is hexadecimal text, okay, has been derived from a flag that has been XORed. So the order is the flag, XOR, and then hexadecimal. So how do we know that? I'm going to open the script that's attached to the task using maybe mousepad, and here we can see what's happening. Okay, so as you can see, the flag is found inside a text file called flag text, and then here we can see the functions responsible for handling the server connection. As you can see, once you connect to the server, there is a message displayed, and as you can see here, guys, there's a function named setup. The setup function handles the encryption. So there is a key here that with this flag, okay, XORs the full flag using this function. And then if you scroll down, okay, what we'll also do actually is to scroll all the way down until we see the main function here. So the main function here we see the connection, right? And then we see the rest of the functions. Okay, so in function start server, we have a variable named res or res, and looks like it is generating a key of length 5 characters. So it's composed of 5 characters, and the characters themselves are digits and ASCII letters. So now we know the length of the key. The length is 5 characters. And then the key is converted to string and stored in a variable named key. And then we can see a variable named hex underscore encoded will store the output returned from the function setup. The function setup takes 2 arguments, the key that was defined or generated in this step, and the server. If you go up and take a look at the setup function, we knew that the setup function takes the key that has been generated of 5 characters and use XOR using a for loop. It XORs the flag. Okay, and then what happens, there is a function named send message. The send message takes the parameters of the server, the IP and the port, And then we have the message, this XOR encoded text has a flag 1. We saw this earlier. And then we see hex encoded. Hex encoded is the hexadecimal representation of the encrypted flag. Okay, so now we need to know how to decrypt this. So now we know knowing that the key is 5 characters in length and knowing the encryption algorithm will help us a lot in deciding or in finding out the key itself. The goal here is to find the key, because if you find the key or the encryption key, you'll be able to find flag 1. Flag 1, yes, we're able to find flag 1. Right, so how are we going to do that? Let's first explain how XOR works. So I'm going to use the symbol of comment and write a couple comments here in the code. So we know that if you assume that here the key is used in an XOR operation, so key, okay, and we're going to say here XOR, now the flag. Here we get the encrypted flag, which is, let's see here, so flag, XOR, we're going to get here XOR. Okay, so that's what's going on here. Okay, in XOR, when you XOR a key with a flag, you get XORed. On the other hand, when you XOR key with XORed, you get the flag. And likewise, when you XORed, or when you XOR the flag with the XOR, you get the key. Namely, if we write another comment here, flag, or let's say XOR flag equal key, and the XOR key equal flag. That's how it works. So why this is important to understand, because we are at the end solving a challenge in TryHackMe, and we know that all the flags in TryHackMe start with THM, and then there is one curly brace and it ends with another curly brace. We're going to use that knowledge to craft or to find what is the key here. Okay, so let's use another comment, or let's rely on this. Remember that we have the XOR text or the XOR flag in hexadecimal format. Okay, don't worry about the hexadecimal interpretation or the encoding of the flag. We can very easily convert the hex back into its original form. So we already have the XOR, and we have parts of the flag, which is enough. So here we're going to say practically the XOR here is this one, and then we're going to XOR this with the flag. Now the flag, remember that the flag, we have parts, only couple parts of the flag, meaning we have THM. This should get us parts of the key. Okay, now remember that these are 2 bytes. Okay, so we will get only around 4 characters of the key. The key is 5 characters, so this will get us 4 characters of the key. Okay, now knowing also that, let's copy this, knowing also that the flag ends with curly brace, we can also get the last flag. Now the thing is here, this will get you 1 character, and this will get you 4 characters. Now 1 plus 4 will give us 5 characters, which is the total length of the key. Knowing the key, you will be able to extract the flags of this challenge. Let's do that in practice. So we're gonna here invoke Python, and we're gonna import the necessary module. So from pawn import XOR. Okay, now we're gonna define a variable for the encrypted flag. We're gonna name it encrypted equal bytes from hex. So inside this goes the hexadecimal interpretation of the encrypted flag. Okay, next, XOR now the encrypted and here what we need to do here, we need to extract the first 4 characters of the flag, so basically 16 to E. To access these characters from the flag, we're going to use the indexes. So this is index 0, index 1, 2, 3. So we're going to say extract all of the first 4 indexes. Okay, and then we're going to say THM because we know this beforehand, and this will get you the first 4 characters of the key. Why 4? Because you only extracted 4 characters from the encoded flag. 4 characters, okay, must actually correspond to the first 4 characters in plain text of the flag. So this or these 4 characters, in fact, they correspond to THM, and we know this. It's given in the flag, in the challenge, and in all challenges of TryHackMe, the flag starts with this. Given XOR how it works, we actually XORed the flag or the plain text of the flag with the first 4 characters of the encrypted byte. This should give you the key. That's how XOR works. Now, this represents the first 4 characters of the key. According to the code here, the key is 5 characters. So we're going to need to extract 1 more character. The last character of the key should or can be derived using the last character of the flag. So again, in TryHackMe, the last character is known to be a curly brace. So we're going to use that knowledge and extract the last character of the key. How to do that? We're going to use the same XOR operation here. This time, I'm going to use the last curly brace, and here, remember, we're going to extract the last element of this encrypted text. The last element here is of index dash. It's not E here. It could be E, right? But the correct way to fetch it from the value here is to use the indexes. The last value of any string, to access the last value, you can use index dash or -1. And this should give you the last character. Now the key now becomes this plus S. So I'm gonna go here, I write key equal with S. So I'm gonna copy this and go to the output here. What's the encryption key? Paste. And as you can see, congrats, that's the correct key. Here is a flag 2. Now this is flag 2. What about the first flag? Let's go back and see how we're gonna extract the first flag. So now guys, we know that the correct key is this, okay? And we know that the encrypted flag is this. So what we're going to do here, we're going to extract the first flag using, again, Python. So here we're going to use, again, XOR. This time we're going to put the full flag here. The full flag is defined and stored under encrypted, the value, the variable encrypted. So XOR encrypted, and then the key now is known. And I copy the key. Hit enter, and that is the first flag. So guys, that was it.